Hi, I'm Crystax and welcome to my channel. During Genshin Impact's recent livestream, it was announced that Eula will not be part of the 3.5 patch, contrary to everyone's expectation. In this video, I would like to share my thoughts on why Hoyoverse yet again postponed Eula's much-awaited rerun. I will also discuss the good and the bad, especially for a free-to-play or Welkin Moon player like me. Eula's last banner was on December 14, 2021. That's roughly 14 months at the time of recording of this video. If memory serves me right, Eula was also speculated to have a rerun on the second half of the 3.1 patch together with Nilou. But Albedo was released at that time. So the big question is, it's been more than a year since last Eula's rerun. Did Hoyoverse completely forget Eula? My short answer is, follow the money. Before I dive into the details, if it isn't obvious yet, I am a Eula main. I always use Eula 99% in the overworld, domains, abyss, and even in TCG once she comes out. But being a Eula main doesn't mean I will turn a blind eye to Eula's missing kit, especially on this Dendro-dominated meta. Although I might hurt some Eula mains out there, please be reminded that I'm as well a Eula main, and I'm just simply sharing my thoughts and acknowledging Eula's issues on her kit. As they say, the first step to problem solving is acknowledging that there is a problem. Now going back to the topic, with gacha games like Genshin Impact, we have to accept the fact that money is everything. Forget about we want to create games to make otaku happy, unicorn. They only want our money, our time, and nothing else. These companies have aggressive annual and quarterly revenue projection to impress their investors. And they have to meet this financial target at all costs. Historically speaking, Eula's last two banners didn't perform well and quite average monetarily wise. And this issue combined with Dia's unimpressive kit, Hoyoverse might have thought that 3.5 sales would be a major flop. They are not even convinced that Mika is enough to push Eula's sales. And neither I am. I'm not too impressed with Mika, and to be honest, his aesthetics are not impressive either. I always associate a Final Fantasy Chocobo every time I see Mika. And sorry Mika fans. So Hoyoverse made a move and pushed Shenhe and Ayaka with Dia. And this makes sense on financial aspect. Ayaka and Shenhe are more sellable compared to Eula and Albedo. I was a bit disappointed when they announced Shenhe and Ayaka for the second half. But for a low spender Eula main like me, this is somewhat a good news. My Yelan pool didn't go well and I need to save a lot of primogems for Eula's signature weapon, Song of the Broken Pines. With Eula postponed, I will have enough leeway to save up and guarantee myself of Eula's signature weapon. Another bright side of having Eula postponed is, and maybe this is wishful thinking, Hoyoverse might have a bigger plan for Eula as one of the premium physical hyper carry. And they might release another 4-star character that will be better physical support than Mika. I could be wrong, but if Hoyoverse doesn't care much about Eula, why not pair her with Dia or Nahida? Like what they did to Yoimiya. It doesn't make sense to delay her and not include her with Mika. The delay of Eula's banner allows for a possibility of new characters and weapons to be released that could potentially synergize well with Eula's kit. This could enhance her performance and make her a stronger option in the game's meta. Another good thing about delaying Eula's banner is that there are many meta characters with great signature weapons that are in line for a rerun. If Eula reruns with Nilou or Nahida, it will be a decent weapon banner specifically for Eula mains. Delaying Eula's banner is also good for Claymore user fans like me, because after 3.5, Dia will be included in the standard banner. I will be very happy to get Dia for the standard banner and include her in my overworld party alongside with Eula. Although the probability is low, it is still a probability. As for Eula mains like me, I can give whatever Eula's old weapon to Dia and I'm good to go. It's important to note that delaying Eula's banner can also have a negative impact on the game's overall player satisfaction. Gacha games rely heavily on player engagement, and postponing a highly anticipated character like Eula can lead to players losing interest or feeling frustrated with the game's decision-making process. It can also lead to players feeling like their time and effort spent on preparing for Eula's arrival was wasted. This could potentially lead to a decrease in players' retention for Genshin Impact. It is also possible that they will further push Eula's rerun and not including her on 3.6 because Nahida, Nailu, and Kazuha are more desirable banner for rerun. At this point, to avoid further frustrations, let's just lower the expectations and use this time to save up for Eula and for the possible Constellation 1 or 2. Delaying character rerun can have various effects, and it's up to us players to shift our perspective so the delay could be seen as good for our much-awaited characters. Ultimately, it's up to each players to weigh the pros and cons and decide how they feel about the delay. I hope you like this video, and if you have something to add, please put it down in the comment section. Thank you and have a great day.